Hey everyone, Jason here. Welcome back to another video here on the second channel. Today I will be starting the MCU reviews. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And so when we get into these reviews, I'm going to kind of review it, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say any spoilers, just in case, if there's someone here watching that hasn't watched these movies, but I know, like, a lot of people, have watched this movie, but just in case, if you haven't watched it, which some of these I haven't watched, which all of them, pretty much all of them I actually haven't watched, but, so that's why, as I watch him, I'm reviewing him. So, first, we're going to talk about the original three Spider-Man movies. So these movies are actually not technically part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they still count. So, let's talk about Spider-Man. All three of the Spider-Man movies. So, let's get into the original Spider-Man. Of course, you can't forget about Spider-Man himself, Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire. I like the first Spider-Man. It's really cool. And then we also get to see, Green Goblin, played by, William Dafoe. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about the first Spider-Man. My review of it, of course, I love the action, love the action scenes, I pretty much like everything about it. It's all good. But of course, we have to talk about Spider-Man 2. This is where we get to see another villain, Dr. Octavius, or Doc Ock. He's the villain that has the mechanical limbs. And, And then we get to see a little bit of Green Goblin again at the end of Spider-Man 2. And of course, the action is great. And Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and, again, I'm not trying to spoil, everything that happens, because just in case I know if you're probably watching this, you have watched it, but just in case if there's anyone that hasn't watched it, that is watching this channel, go watch all the Spider-Mans, even though I think Spider-Man 3 is not as good as Spider-Man 2 and the original Spider-Man. It's still good. It's not bad. Like some of the later stuff we'll get to in the MCU, but it's alright. It's good enough. We just got a rainstorm, so you can probably hear the rain a little bit in the background. So yeah, that's Spider-Man 2. Now let's talk about Spider-Man 3. So, when we get to Spider-Man 3, we have two villains that Spider-Man is trying to defeat at once. We have Sandman and we have Venom. We didn't need both of them at once. Didn't really work that well. And then also kind of my other problem with the third Spider-Man is that they really try to focus on MJ a little bit too much, which is, if you don't know, Peter Parker's air quotes girlfriend. And why I say that in air quotes is because why I say that kind of you know, like, it's not 100% true is you'll see why if you watch the Spider-Man movies. So, yeah. So, again, the third Spider-Man, not as good as I would say the other two is, especially Spider-Man 2. Um, but, definitely not as bad as well as some of the movies that I've heard that are even worse that we'll get to later on when we are reviewing MCU stuff. So, yeah, so if you somehow haven't, go and watch Spider-Man, all three Spider-Mans, and the next movie we'll be talking about is Iron Man. So, there will be two of those. So what I'm going to do for each video is if there's multiple movies that have to do with with a certain superhero, for example, like Spider-Man, Iron Man, blah 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 blah. Later stuff that we'll get to. I'll just review those in the same video like I did here with Spider-Man. But with stuff where it's just one thing, I'll just do, one video about it, of course. So, yeah, because that just, saves me time and I can just do one video. So, yeah, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment on this video if you like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.